Good morning, everybody. Happy day 2025. I've lost count. We only have 5 more practices together. This has been so good, so good. So it's kind of interesting. I have company in town. My mom's in town, and we're actually leaving town for the weekend to go see grandbabies. And I thought, well, I could just pre-record and then give you 26, 27. I thought, no, not doing that because life doesn't stop. Our yoga life does not stop just because we have a different schedule, right? We make adjustments. I've got a yoga mat in my car for the weekend, and I'll plop my yoga mat down somewhere. So we're going to start in child's pose today. Go ahead and bring your big toes together, your knees wide. Emma is patrolling. She'll be joining us shortly, I'm sure. So go ahead and bring your arms down, sink your hips back, close your eyes, and take a long breath in. And a long breath out. Begin to arrive, kind of just mentally putting barriers up around your yoga space just for maybe 20 minutes. Just let the rest of the world wait as you come into yourself and into your body. Start to feel the breath go into the back of the body, puffing up through the back just a little bit. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're not filling up our entire lung capacity. We're just having this sort of halfway breathing, especially when we get busy or when life shows up or we have pain or we have triggers. We tend to just breathe halfway. So take a full breath in and empty the breath. Do 2 more very intentional full breaths. And 1 more. Plant your hands and begin to rise on up. We're going to come into all fours, kind of just have a pretty traditional way to begin our practice. A cat and cow, dropping the belly, lifting the tail, shivering the heart forward. And then exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, maybe lean back just slightly, get a good stretch. Dive your heart forward, lift your nose, let your belly fall. Round your spine, maybe lean back. We'll do 2 more cat and cows. And another one. And empty the breath. No props today. Come back to tabletop. Always grab some if you need some. Bring your left foot forward. Then we're going to drop the right hip. Okay, coming into a low lunge. So my right knee is down, left knee is bent. I'm going to plant my right hand and reach my left arm to the sky. Boy, it's beautiful today. And bring your left arm down and around you. With that sort of torsion action, you're going to pull the heart to the left. Okay, let the hips sink. Reach your left arm to the sky. Return the left hand to the mat. Now let's tuck the back toes. We're going to try the same thing in a high lunge. Left arm to the sky. Reach behind you. Take the wrap and then open your left shoulder. Left arm comes back to the sky and we return it to the mat. Step it back and drop the knees, tabletop. Take a cat and cow. Okay, just kind of work out the crinks here. The right foot's going to come forward. We're going to stay low. Right arm goes to the sky. And we're going to reach behind us, feel that, and then take the wrap. So a nice shoulder opener and hip opener. Right arm comes back to the sky. Right hand returns to the mat. Let's try it with the full version. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, right arm to the sky, and reach. Take the wrap and then roll your heart. So nice. Reach your right arm to the sky, return the right hand, step back to tabletop, and take a cat and a cow. We're going to play with that just a little bit more as we move through the practice. Let's tuck our toes and find our first down dog. Okay. Find a shape that feels good. I sometimes like to have my feet really, really wide, and that allows an extra space through my low back, through my sacrum. Push into the heels of your hands. Maybe shimmy your hips. It's a little breezy here today, which is nice. So we've had a lot of heat, so it feels really nice to have a change. Walk your feet in if they've been wide. And then we're going to come on forward to a push-up position. Drop your hips, but don't let them sag like that. Pull the hips up, puff up the heart, take a breath, lean forward just a little bit, and on your exhale, lower the body. Always an option to drop to your knees. Tuck your elbows back, squeeze your buns, lift your heart, and breathe. Exhale, return the head down. We're going to do 2 more of those cobras. Inhale, feet down, squeeze the buns. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Body with breath. And your exhale, push back to the plank and down dog. Okay, so we're going to come to that sequence just a little bit later. Walk your feet forward. It's called chaturanga. I'll give you an option for up dog when we get there. Take a halfway lift. Stick your butt to the back, head to the forward. Exhale, fold. Rebuild the spine to stand. Simple half sun. We've done this many, many times. Turn the palms. Inhale, circle up to the sky. Grab your left wrist and exhale, side bends. Inhale to center. Exhale, side bend, right side. Come on back. Swan dive forward. Take a halfway lift and a fold. Both feet are going to step back to the high push-up. On your inhale, shift forward slightly. Exhale, lower. You can stay low or you can sweep up into upward facing dog. Notice the thighs are not on the ground here, okay? Cobra, the whole body's down. Up dog, only the hands, only the tops of the feet. Take a breath here. And exhale, down dog. Let's try that one more time. I'll give you both options. We're going to do it 2 times. So I'll show you cobra and up dog. Inhale, forward. Here comes cobra. Exhale all the way down. Untuck your toes. Press into the heels of the hands. Lift the heart. Inhale. Tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. Okay, here's chaturanga or the up dog version. Inhale to plank. Exhale halfway down. Untuck the toes. Shift the heart forward. Exhale, down dog. Take what option feels best for you. And there's always an option to drop the knees. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring it forward. Drop your left knee. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Exhale, turn to the right. Beautiful. Bring your right hand down. Grab that back leg, left arm to the sky. It's a beautiful rotation. Take a breath. Windmill the arms. Frame that front foot. Untuck the toes or tuck the toes and rise up to high lunge. Open twist. Okay, there we go. Right hand down, left hand to the sky. Take a breath. Windmill the arms. Step back to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, take your option. Exhale, downward facing. Take a breath. Now, know you can always, always, always skip that altogether and just come to down dog. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Drop your right knee. Inhale, circle the arms. We're going to twist to the left. Exhale. Bring your left hand down, right hand up. Take a breath. Exhale, hands return to the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Inhale to a high lunge. Exhale, twist left. Drop the left hand. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Feels delicious. Exhale, cartwheel the arms. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga or cobra. And we breathe. We're going to put it all together and add on. Step to the top. Take a halfway lift. And a forward fold. Circle all the way up to the sky. Grab your left wrist. Exhale, pull. Inhale to the sky. Grab your right wrist. Pull. Up we go. Swan dive forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands step back. Skip it or lower. You pick. I'll meet you in down dog. Okay, here we go. Down dog. Take a breath. Right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. We're going to stay up. Inhaling to the high lunge. Exhale, open twist to the right. Drop your right hand, left arm to the sky. Feel the left hip here. Should be a nice open. One more breath. We're going to return to the twist. Sweep the right arm down, come up to a high lunge, and then open up, warrior two. So I'm looking at my right hand, shoulders are back and down. Equal pressure on that back foot, my uncomfortable foot. Flip your right hand, reach your right hand to the sky, big breath. Exhale, side angle, drop your right arm, left arm shoots over the head, breathe. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the arms. Frame the front foot, plank to cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Exhale, empty the breath. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist left. Beautiful. Drop the left arm, reach the right hand to the sky. Stay and breathe. Come on back to this twist. Sweep the left arm down, high lunge. Lower the back foot, open up, warrior two. Okay, so sink into that leg. Don't forget the back leg. Reverse warrior, left arm to the sky. Side angle, drop your left arm, shoot your right arm over your head. One more reverse. Cartwheel the arms. Chaturanga, or plank to cobra, or skip it. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Empty the breath. Drop your knees and find child's pose. Take just a moment to check in that vigorous practice of chaturanga, the vigorous practice of a plank to an up dog. We're just simply linking our breath with our bodies can bring us completely into the present moment, right? All those things that we put outside of our yoga mat for these 20 minutes were forgotten. How beautiful is that? So amazing when we find our breath. Rise up to all fours. And then I'm going to turn towards the long edge of my mat, right? And I'm going to sit tall on my knees, okay? So if you need to have extra padding, feel free to take that padding. Right leg's going to come out. This is gate pose, okay? So I'm going to bring actually my right foot in so that I have a perfect 90-degree bend. Right arm's going to go and kind of push that hip open without letting the left hip follow. So it's really squaring my hips to the front and keeping this dynamic openness through my inner thighs. Left arm goes up, and then I'm going to hinge over to the right. You should feel a huge stretch through the left side body. Take a breath. Bend a little deeper. Exhale. Inhale to rise. And exhale to lower that arm. It becomes like a dance, really, when we connect to our breath. Left foot's going to open. Bring that foot in. The hip is nice and open. So I know from my own body, my right hip wants to follow along. I'm going to work really hard to keep my right hip back and really get the stretch that my left hip needs. Left arm to the inside, right arm to the sky. Take a breath, then exhale, bend on over, gate pose, second side or left side. Take a breath, bend a little bit deeper. You should feel that through the right side. Inhale to rise, exhale to lower. We're going to come into a version of Skandasana. Take a moment here just to sit in hero's pose. Got Emma, the teacher. She's being a good girl today, right? We did a lesson plan together, her and I this morning. Just kidding. She kind of just hums inside her brain. She just hums. She's a good girl. Talk about present moment, right? This little girl is not thinking about all those things. She's just content. How cool is that? Animals are great. Okay, I'm going to walk over to the left just a little bit. The right leg's going to go long. So it's kind of like gait and it's kind of like Skandasana, but it's a little bit different. Skandasana, we are on the flat foot of the bent leg. We're going to stay on our knee. I'm going to take my right toes, turn them up to the sky. Hands are going to find the ground. Ooh, and I'm going to hinge back. Okay. So I'm getting a huge stretch through that adductor or inner thigh. Sink the hips back. I'm going to turn so you can see the shape of my hips. So I'm not over my body. I'm really pushing back, but I'm not sitting all the way back. Okay. So there's that sweet spot. Okay. That's where we're looking for. Toes go up. That's that external rotation of the hip. Gives a beautiful stretch for the hamstrings and inner thighs. I'm finding right now my body wants to rock forward and back a little bit, just to have different sensation in this variation of gait and Skandasana pose. Toes want to flop down towards the mat, keep them up. 2 more rockings. Oh, feels so good. Last one, we're going to rise up. Here we are in a different version of gait. Toes are now going to plant to the mat. We have a long a long quadricep and an engaged calf. Right hand down, left arm up, hinge and reach. Feel that? So good. Come on back. Return your left hand. We're going to take it to the other side. So I'm going to walk my knees over to the right so that my foot has space on the mat. Here we go. Left leg goes out. Rotate the toes up, okay? If it's enough for you to be here, stay right here. Try to find the floor, hinge the hips back. So it's kind of like we're hinging the hips back when we're looking for that wide forward fold. We're not coming too far forward. We're really looking for back. Toes are up. You should feel a huge stretch here. Interesting, this side being my less agreeable side. This side actually feels better, which means I'm loading up this side to prevent too much weight on that side. Beautiful. Find some rocking motion. Feel that sensation. Come forward, shoulders over wrists, and then exhale, sink back just a little bit. Keep a nice flat spine. 2 more. So nice. Now we're going to rise up. You're going to turn your toes down to the mat, which is a little bit tricky for me. Left hand goes down, right hand circles up. A beautiful open gate. Isn't that nice? Something we don't come to very often. At least I don't offer it a lot for myself. Inhale to rise. We're going to bring the knees back in, come to hero's pose. Last working posture, we're going to come into a modified camel, extremely modified. I'll turn. We're going to rise up onto our knees. Remember, always use padding for the knees if you need them. Pull up your britches. That's important. Hands go to your buns, okay? Elbows are going to squeeze back. In a traditional camel pose, hips are going to jut forward. The heart's going to lift, the head's going to fall, and the hands are going to be on the heels. Not today, okay? We're looking at a way to access our postures in the most agreeable fashion for our body. So bring your hands like you're slipping them down your back pockets, okay? Elbows go together. Now, I'm going to keep my eyes forward because that protects my spine. I'm going to push my hips forward, okay? Now my belly's sticking out. It's all good. And then I'm going to lift like there's a tether attached to my sternum to the sky. I'm going to squeeze the elbows, lift even more, take the eyes up, and that's our camel. Stay for 2 breaths, okay? Any compression in the low spine, ease off. Create more length rather than more curve. 1 more breath. And then return to hero's pose. Close your eyes. Sometimes we can have some stuff bubble up from our heart. Sometimes we can feel a little bit of nauseated feelings. Sometimes we can feel a rush of emotion, both positive or negative. And that's because of the incredible heart opener. Okay, so I'm going to shift my weight off of my feet and come onto my buns. I'm going to take my left leg and extend it out long, tucking my right foot in tight. And then we have a tendency here to collapse through the spine. So you're going to lift, 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 bring your left arm around, grab your right knee, take a breath, and spin to the right. Should feel really, really good. Come back to center. Your left hand is going to slide down to the inner ankle of your left leg. Another version of gate-ish. Right arm to the sky, and we're going to hinge. Lots of these side bends today. Now take your heart that's wanting to collapse, roll it to the sky. Beautiful. Isn't that nice? Should feel a beautiful stretch. Take a breath and reach up. And return the right hand. Let's switch to the other side. Right leg goes out. Sit really, really tall. Try not to collapse through the spine. Right hand comes to your left knee. Take a big breath, get long, and then spin to the left. Isn't that lovely? Come back to center. Let's find that gate. It's going to look different on this side. Each side is unique and different. Okay, reach your right hand towards your right ankle. Try not to collapse through the heart. Lift your left arm up and over. Sort of side angle-ish feeling, right? That diagonal line. Press the hips down. Now roll the heart to the sky. Big, beautiful breath. Bend a little more. Exhale. Inhale to reach. Exhale to lower. Bring the soles of your feet together close to the base of your body. Okay, so we have a tendency, right, to just collapse through the spine. We're going to lift through the spine. If you have blocks and you need that support under a sore hip, put a pillow or a block there. Push your heart to me. Take a breath. Exhale. 1 more breath in this folded butterfly. Now, some of us may be able to flop all the way down. It does not mean we are better practitioners. It simply means our body shapes are unique and different. A last stretch. Up we go. Sit really, really wide. I'm going to support my back by bringing my hands behind me. Toes are going to stay up to the sky. We have a tendency here to get kind of sloppy-ish towards the end, but flex those feet. Now start to hinge forward. You can keep your hands behind you. Walk your hands in front. Hinge forward. Lots of inner thigh work. Lots of side body today. Take a breath. Exhale and lean forward. Feel that through the inner thighs and the hamstring. 1 more breath. Inhale to rise. Close your knees. I'm going to spin on around. So figure out how you need to be on your mat. Come on down to your back. Just a couple supine twists. Tee out your arms. Keep your knees close to your chest. Close your eyes. Feel the openness through your heart as the palms roll towards the ceiling. Take a breath. And drop your knees to the left. One of the gifts of this practice is being able to tune out the external of our life. We all have different noises that distract us from the present moment. And this practice of yoga and connecting our body movement with our breath really helps to train our body and our brain to eliminate the distractions of the external noise and tune into what is in this moment. And the more that we come to our mat on a consistent basis and we tune in, the less we tune out, right? The less we are distracted by the external noise or get attached to the external noise or follow or get on the train. I always say, Inhale up to center. Exhale to the right. Sometimes we hear something that's external, or we're worried about something that's external and future based. And we jump on the train and away we go, imagining every possible situation and scenario, our conversations, what they'll say, what I'll say. And we're missing this present moment. And so, this practice of yoga not only helps our physical body, obviously, feel better, but it helps us to tune in to what is right now. Knees come back up, drop your feet to the mat, soles of your feet come together. We become a butterfly, hands return to the body to find that connection of steadiness and life. Take a few breaths here. Tuning inward, not letting the distractions. There's a lot of science that supports the practice of mindfulness yoga to help train us to be present. And part of that is that linking the relationship between breath and body. As we inhale, we lift, and as we exhale, we deepen, surrender, or fold. The more that we practice present moment living, the easier it is when we roll up our mat and we step into life. We pull our yoga practice into yoga living, and it no longer is a practice, it's a way of being. So we practice here what we need there. And as always, you may stay however long you need, however long that feels good in your body. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 26. We're winding down. We're coming down. I know I had said that I would be offering more chair stuff. Maybe this week I'll hit that. So anyway, have a beautiful rest of your day 25, and I will see you tomorrow, day 26. Take care.